Hello, everyone. This is your week 4 welcome video. So I want to talk to you a little bit about some of the things that you're going to be focusing on in week 4. First of all, you're going to be in the process of writing your narrative essay, which will be due on Sunday. So please set aside plenty of time to work on the narrative essay. And understand that whatever you want out of a thing depends on what you put in it. And the biggest thing that you can put into any essay is time. So I want to go back with you. I want to share, just because we have moved on, just because we're in week 4 doesn't mean, oops, sorry. I do that a lot. But just because we are in week 4 does not mean that the things we've looked at previously have ceased to be relevant. So I want to go back here to your week 2 folder. And here we have our narrative essay PowerPoint. The part I want to focus on is this: vivid description of people and places. One of the things that I put on pretty much every response to your discussion board question this week was be sure to add plenty of sensory detail. So focus on these particular pages when you go back and as you're working on your narrative essay and thinking about, okay, how can I make this thing sensory? How can I create details that appeal to the senses? Well, there is a little bit of a how-to. There's a way that this is done. And John T. Edge, in an essay that used to be included in your St. Martin's, but the editors chose to get rid of it. But I chose to look at the first 3 sentences of this particular essay because I thought they were a pretty good how-to when dealing with sensory detail. It's just past 4 o'clock on a Thursday afternoon in June at Jesse's place, a country juke 17 miles south of the Mississippi line and 3 miles west of Amite, Louisiana. The air conditioner hacks and spits forth torrents of Arctic air, but the heat of summer can't be kept at bay. It seeps around the splintered door jambs and settles in, transforming the squat particle board plastered roadhouse into a sauna. So what can we learn from these 3 sentences in terms of how sensory detail is created? First of all, you use active verbs. The verb is the most powerful word in the sentence, so you want to focus on that verb. You want to get as much mileage out of that verb as you can. The air conditioner hacks and spits. You can almost hear that air conditioner, right? And the heat of summer can't be kept at bay. It seeps around the splintered door jambs. Then we have creative and specific nouns. Once you've made the most of your verb, then think about nouns. How specific can you make your nouns? A country juke, describing what kind of place Jesse's place is. And then instead of just saying the air conditioner hacks and spits forth cold air, the author chooses to use torrents of Arctic air. A torrent is like a storm or a flood of air, desperately trying to cool the place down. Now, once you have done all you can with your verb and your noun, that's when you worry about adjectives. Many people think that when you're describing something, you just have to add a bunch of adjectives. You don't. Instead, start with the verb, then work on the noun, and then you can think about adjectives. Adjectives like the splintered door jambs or the squat particle board plastered roadhouse. Or it's not just cold air, it's Arctic air. Cold air, Arctic air. Which one's more vivid? Which one does a better job of putting you there in that place and time with the author? Because that's what your goal is. You want the author to share this event with you. And then, of course, we have what to avoid when you're creating sensory detail. Again, this whole PowerPoint is included in your week 2 folder. So go back and look at these pages that are devoted specifically to sensory detail. So that's what you need to work on to get that essay ready for Sunday. But we're also going to be looking ahead a little bit to the next essay. Your next major essay is going to be your cause-effect essay. And you're going to want to have some practice over the next couple of weeks searching for causes and effects, even when the cause-effect nature of the essay is not as obvious. So that's what your discussion board essay is, that's what your discussion board assignment is about this week. You are looking at some essays from chapter 3, which chapter 3 is not really about cause effect. But look at those essays and think about, okay, where in this essay can I find a cause-effect relationship? Get used to recognizing cause-effect relationship. If something is being described in a particular way, if there's a particular situation within the essay, what is causing that? What are the reasons why this is? And as always, if you have any questions, anything you need clarified, explained, or you just want to get something off your chest, don't be afraid to email or text me. Thank you very much, and have a great week and happy working. Looking forward to seeing what essays you guys come up with and submit on Sunday.